Hi, my name is Keith, and this is the first video I'm making about being a transsexual man. I've been struggling about what to say during this introduction video, and I decided that the best thing to do was to just answer my frequently asked questions. Questions that people asked me when I first began to transition and when people now find out that I'm transsexual. Usually I am outed, and I do not often disclose who I am to people that I work with or go to school with. Usually it's someone else, or it's because I have to. For example, going to work, I can't not tell my boss. My birth name is still on my identification. In order to get paid, I need to get checks made out to my birth name, and I need to tell them, which is unfortunate, but hopefully that will change one day soon. So my frequently asked questions. When did you know? I When I was 16 is when I began to transition. And it's not like I had this, um, it's not like I was 16 and all of a sudden I started feeling this way. I felt this way for as long as I can remember. Especially when puberty started is when I began to feel intense gender dysphoria. I felt uncomfortable with the changes my body was going through, and I wanted to change that. I wished that I would go through male puberty, and the differences between me and the guys that I was friends with and going to school with became really obvious. This made me really depressed, and I just wanted to crawl out of my own skin. I went through this for a really long time, and I tried to deal with it in many different ways. And it wasn't until I was 16 that I knew that there was such thing as transsexual people. Well, I knew they existed. That sounded really ignorant. I knew transsexual people existed. I didn't know what it was actually like to be transsexual, and I had no idea what gender dysphoria was. It wasn't until I met somebody else who explained gender dysphoria, and I realized that what I was feeling was gender dysphoria. That the uncomfort with my body, the need to crawl out of my own skin, the intense depression I got when I saw myself in the mirror, and when I looked down and saw that I was in a girl's body, was actually gender dysphoria. So I was 16 when I began to transition, but really I knew well before then that I was not in the right body. So number 2, how do your parents feel about it? Well, I don't think anybody's parents are happy that they're trans. I don't think anybody's parents are like, yeah, awesome, great. But I've been more, I don't know. I wouldn't say I've been lucky, but I haven't been unlucky with it either. I've kind of fallen in the middle there. I live with my mom, and she's fairly supportive with the fact that she didn't kick me out, and she even uses male pronouns and my chosen name, Keith, often. She has allowed me to see a gender therapist before I turned 18, and now that I'm 18, she's accepted the fact that I can make the decision to go on testosterone, and I am going on testosterone now that I am 18 and can make that decision without parental consent. She understands that this is something that's always going to happen, and that's great. But at the same time, it's not like she's been overwhelmingly fighting for me to be able to go and get on hormones and see the right doctors, and she doesn't want me to be on hormones, and she doesn't want me to get surgeries. And she struggled with advocating for me when I went back to high school and began living as male. I was left to advocate for myself at that point, which really sucked. As for my dad, he doesn't really understand it. I don't live with him, and when we do talk, he tries to use male pronouns, but he also has brain damage from a stroke he had a few years ago. So I can't really tell what's not being supportive or what's actually forgetting. We don't have that very close relationship, and the fact that he doesn't understand and doesn't have the ability to really understand or remember what I tell him when I explain it to him is difficult. Okay, so these are some of the questions that people ask me that when they're super immature. So do you have a dick? Well, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Unless we are about to have sex, you really don't need to know that. Unless you're like a doctor or something. Unless you're a doctor and you need to know what genitalia I have or we're about to have sex, you don't really need to know that. Which goes into the next question. How do you have sex? Again, I'm not gonna tell random people how I have sex. It's something personal that is between me and my girlfriend. That's it. Nobody outside of the two of us needs to know the mechanics of how we have sex. Can you grow a beard? I don't know why, but cis guys love asking me this question. They seem to find it really intriguing about whether or not I can grow a beard. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really get their fascination with it, but no, I cannot grow a beard right now. I'm not on testosterone. I couldn't be on testosterone before 18 because I did not have parental consent. I will be on testosterone, and after a certain amount of months, but more likely years, I will hopefully be able to grow a significant beard. There are trans men who have been on hormones for years and can grow beards, and there are some who just genetically can't grow like big bushy beards. I'm gonna be honest though, I am brown and I am pretty hairy. For a pre-T person, I have a lot of hair. I have stubble. I shave every so often because it gives me that stubbly feeling that I like, and it doesn't make a difference of what it looks like, really. I don't think, except for around the sideburns, which you can't see. I have hairy arms. I actually have more arm hair than my girlfriend's dad does, as we discovered a few days ago. I have arm hair, leg hair up to the knee, kind of disappears after the knee. I don't really know why, but apparently, like, thigh leg hair is different than lower leg hair. I don't know. So hopefully, as once I get on T, since I'm already pretty hairy because I am brown and that it's my genetics that people in my family are fairly hairy, I hope that I'll be, you know, hairy. And I hope I will be able to grow a beard because I really want one. What is the difference between you and a lesbian? Okay, so a lesbian is a woman who likes other women, attracted to other women, and who is a woman, who is comfortable with being a woman. I am not a woman. I am a guy. I'm a guy with a medical condition, and this medical condition happens to be that I was born in a female body with XX chromosomes. And that's it. I'm not a woman. So therefore I'm not a lesbian. A lesbian is a woman who likes women. I am a man who likes women. Therefore I am straight. I am a straight man. And that goes nicely into the next question, and the last question. Is your girlfriend a lesbian? No. Again, a girlfriend is a not a girlfriend. A lesbian is a woman who likes women. My girlfriend is a woman. Totally, she's a woman, but she does not like women. She likes men. She's attracted to people who are men. And whether that means they are cis or trans, she doesn't differentiate between the two because we're both, like, I'm a man, and a cis guy's a man. She doesn't like go, oh, I like cis men and I like trans men. No, she likes men, and that is who I am. I'm a man. So she likes me. And she doesn't like women. She's not attracted to women. She doesn't want to date women. So no, she's not a lesbian. She doesn't fit the criteria of lesbian. Neither do I, because I'm not a woman. And that is all for the frequently asked questions. And I hope this was a pretty decent intro video. I'm really awkward talking to cameras because I'm sitting in a living room by myself. And I feel uncomfortable, but I also want to share videos and my story through videos. I will be updating about my medical transition, social transition, living stealth, dating, binders, packing, anything I really feel like talking about, I guess. I don't know, I kind of want to make a video, another one, right now, but that would kind of be weird. So, I might. Because I saw one the other day that was why being trans isn't a choice, and just all the things someone has to go through as a trans person, and why nobody would choose it. And I really wanted to make a video like that, and talk about all the reasons I would not choose to be trans, because of all the things I have to do. So, because I think some people really need to understand that this is not a choice, and this is never something I would choose. And I assume this is something nobody else would ever choose because it's not fun. It's not cool. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope I didn't bore you, and I hope I wasn't too awkward. And yeah, keep looking back because I hope that I will continue making videos. And my transition Tumblr is journeyintomanhood.tumblr.com, and my general blog that used to have trans stuff on it and now it doesn't because I wanted to start a separate one for that, but is still good times, is o-valdi-baltimore.tumblr.com, because yes, I am also a part of Head. It happens. So thank you, have a good day, and keep looking back for my new videos.